Hi there, I'm Eric, and I'd like to introduce to you my latest adventures in digital publishing. What I've tried to do is use a variety of software to deliver some digital publications, almost like an ebook, to the iPad. Some of the tools I've been using are mostly Adobe products, namely, mostly Adobe Indesign, which is used for, in the past, mostly print work, but they've been doing a lot of improvements into digital publishing. Also been using some Dreamweaver and some sound editing in Sound Booth. But one of the things not listed here, I've also introduced some elements from Adobe Captivate and a tool for using animations in HTML5 that's still in beta called Adobe Edge. Let's take a look at what I've got in InDesign. The thing is, in InDesign, you have to choose your proportions. So every page that I make, I had to make to fit the iPad, I had to make a portrait and a horizontal version of each page. We're looking at here a title page for the publication that I'm trying to make. It's called Travel English. It's a beginner's guide to learning English for Japanese learners. I've added some images here, some text, even some graphical components I made in Adobe Illustrator, and even some animations that we'll see a little bit later. One of the things that I had to think about a lot is navigation. And here's what I've come up with. I want the user to be able to flip back and forth easily and know that there's a page up, down, left, or right, and to be able to swipe without actually thinking about it. So I've come up with this system. And you'll see here where it'll, on the top of every section, where you'll be able to flip up and down from page to page in every section, and right to left from different sections and chapters in the book. And the previous chapter will be listed on the left, telling you can swipe this way to see the previous chapter, and the next chapter will be on the right side, telling you can flip that way. And they're all color-coded according to what's listed in the table of contents. So this part on the bottom here will tell you that you can actually flip down and go down. We'll see something there. You can go down here, and the same bar will appear on the top when you flip down, and that bar is not present anymore on this bottom part here because hopefully the user will intuitively know that you can't progress anymore down. You can only go back up, or if you want to go to the next or previous chapters, you can do that too. After you've got all this placed in InDesign, you can port this out to the Adobe Cloud, using what's called the Folio Builder. And what I'm going to do now is just preview what that might look like on an iPad. This might just take 1 second here. And this will act just as the mouse will act as your finger as you're going through the book. So here we have a HTML5 animation that I've made to start off the splash page. And I'm going to swipe to go to the title page. And now you can flip this when there's two versions of this page, so you can actually orientate it any which way in the iPad, and it will adjust for you. Go on down to the table of contents. So this is actually a scrolling page, so I can scroll up or down, rather, to see all the chapters, or left or right. And all these are clickable links too, so that you can click on these sections and it will take you to the portion of the book. Now this is in addition to the built-in navigation features that are available in Adobe Content Viewer, which is the tester type option, and it is also almost exactly like the navigation features offered in the Apple iBooks Author. If I just click, it might come up here. You see this? You can go and see that you can go through all the chapters. Here, this is the automatic navigation features available. But I want to do a little bit more than that. I wanted you to be able to flip through intuitively. So I've added all these features. So you can go to the first chapter just like so, flipping past, or you can use the table of contents and it'll take you to there. And every top of the chapter has a home button to take you back to the table of contents, where you can then flip back to whichever chapter that you're looking at. Now inside, I wanted to give an intuitive way to let a user know that you can actually scroll within a page, and you can do that vertically or horizontally. So I've added these gradients to let you know that content can be pulled out of an area of the page. So I'm going to pull this out here and see that I've got some audio here. That's another interactive element you can add with this digital publishing suite. I'm going to do the same thing with this. And this is I'm not going to click on this, but this is brings you to a website, which will pop up inside the application inside your iPad. So I've integrated a lot of supplementary materials on a website I've designed to go along with this course. Here's an introduction to myself and some links here, and introducing some characters. You'll see that not all the content is complete here. I've been working very hard at navigation to begin with. And the first chapter, and here we have a page with the Adobe Captivate file, which is not showing now, but I have tested this on the iPad. And right here, a Captivate file should pop up and go through a scenario-based learning lesson, short lesson. So after you've previewed in this Folio Builder on the desktop version, you have to go what's called the Folio Producer in the cloud, and I've uploaded this to the Adobe Publishing site, and this will port it out to the iPad for me. And then you have to use a application called the Adobe Content Viewer, which this is the desktop version, on your iPad to view the content. Now after you've shared it out to a few friends and you've tested it out, then you can use this publishing suite software on the website to port it out to the App Store. But I actually haven't gotten to that section yet. Okay, that's about all for now. I'll be updating this section as it goes along. Thanks for listening, and hope you enjoyed seeing my digital publishing project.